Daniel Barker, coach of under-14's Tringavi soccer team, has been voted Coach of the Year by his squad. He is a well-renowned coach of the area, loved by his children and parents. Coaching for over 20 years, to teams of all ages, he definitely knows what he was doing. Winning over 15 premierships in his coaching years, he is a dream coach for any child or even older players. Mr. Barker is a spectacular coach and definitely worthy of the position of sports scientist.
So today I'm here to interview Mr. Barker about his coaching technique.
Nice to meet you.
Can you talk me through your coaching styles and techniques and how you teach your children?
Well, I like to teach my students so that I feel that they can achieve the highest standard they have. So when some people look at me, they think, oh, I'm quite a harsh coach, but in reality, if you ask all my people that I coach, they say, I'm quite laid back. I let them have their own decisions and that. Try and help them out.
So what are some techniques that you use?
Well, some of the techniques that I use to train my students is I like to make them work a lot on their actual fitness, so they can keep running for the whole game. We do some training exercises and that on like passing and your ball handling, so they don't stuff up in the game, and a bit of shooting every now and then. Well, I like to apply a bit of science towards my training, just they can get the max out of their skills. Do you know about Newton's 3 laws?
What? What's that?
Oh, I'll talk you through it.
Have you ever thought about how an object moves, or why it moves in the first place? In fact, what causes an object to speed up and slow down? Well, today we're going to be looking at forces and the impact they have on our lives and objects we have with it. Isaac Newton, a well-renowned physicist of the 17th century, changed the way we see our universe completely by establishing 3 unique laws of motion. The first law goes like this. Any object will stay at rest or a uniform motion until in contact with an external unbalanced force. This is also known as the inertia law. Take for example this soccer ball.
Now let's see how we can apply this law to everyday life. Suppose a car is moving forward. If it stops suddenly, the person inside the car driving is going to fly forward unless it's hit by another object, or say the seatbelt. So now you guys know why it's very important to wear a seatbelt, because if you didn't, you would go flying out the window. Now moving on to Isaac Newton's second law of motion. The second law states the acceleration of an object produced by a net applied force is directly related to the magnitude of the force. So, in other words, the more force you put, the more acceleration you're going to get. This law is used in the game of soccer all the time. Say we're kicking to someone close to us. We're not going to boot it at them. We're going to slowly, gently pass it to them. Now, for a real life example. If I was to push Jarrod here with a soft force, he's not going to go that far.
Suppose I was to push Daniel with a hard force, he'll go.
Now moving on to Isaac Newton's third and final law. It states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, for an example, in a real day life, if I was to head a ball, you know that shock you feel after you've done it in your head? It's like you're being knocked back. That is the exact opposite force.
inspiration to me. He's motivative. He helps me when I'm low, and on top of all that, he's just a great